Hello, yeah, it's me. I'm doing another IRL video. And yeah, today we're doing a Street Fighter 6 wishlist character thing, I don't know. Basically, the reason why I haven't done this until now, I've been fucking lazy. there's not really, I can't really make that up. It's just me being lazy. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 wishlist and all that. So let's get the obvious free. I'm thinking of going around 20 characters, but it's worth knowing I'm keeping track of this in my head. So let's just, like, don't count me wrong if I don't get, like, if I go over that, whatever. And the reason I'm saying 20 characters is because I feel this game's gonna have, like, a somewhat big launch roster. Mainly because that was one of the big things on Street Fighter 5. When Street Fighter 5 came out, I only had, like, I think it was 15 characters at launch or something. And a lot of people were like, yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. So yeah, I feel like a lot of this game is just going to be a bit overcorrecting of like Street Fighter 5's like thing, but we're not going to go into the business schematics of this game. We're just talking about characters. So let's just get the obvious like 4 out of the way first. Ryu and Luke, we already know are here. We saw him in the trailer. We saw wide Ryu with the beard, and I really hope they actually make that his default design. Like, because the thing, like, Ryu is, like, a character where he's kind of cool, but, like, he's so fucking generic, it kind of hurts. Like, at least his alpha design had, like, cool, like, red hair. That was a little bit unique. But yeah, like, we got Ryu in that one. We had Luke, which we knew from, like, Street Fighter 5. They said that he was going to be, like, an important character. It's going to be another Alex. It's going to be another Abel. It's going to be the new blonde character who's going to be the new main character of the series. It gets fucking sidelined by Ryu. But yeah, Ryu, Luke, and then Ken and Chun-Li, let's be real, they're not launching a Street Fighter game in 2022 without them, okay? Ken is literally like the yin to Ryu's yang. There's no reason he wouldn't be there. That would actually just be disgusting. And Chun-Li, because, it's Chun-Li, need I say more? So yeah, that's the initial 4 out of the way. And so we're going to start by looking at, like, the individual games. So you have Street Fighter 1. Let's be real. Are they really going to bring back anyone from Street Fighter 1? They might bring back Gen. But I don't think he's going to be a launch character. I think he's dead. Anyway, I think canonically he's, like, dead. I don't quote me on that, but I think, like, after Street Fighter 4, it's like, yeah, he's fucking dead. But M. Bison, how many fucking times has he died by now? He's meant to... Canonically, forgive me if I'm wrong, he canonically pretty much dies in Alpha 3. Dies in Street Fighter 2 by Akuma. Comes back in Street Fighter 4, and then just does... And it's like, oh yeah, like, Seth's, like, a replacement body or whatever, but he isn't dead. I think he dies in that game as well. Comes back in Street Fighter 5. And, like, something happens to him in between 5 and 3, which I feel like that... Okay. One of the big things with this game that is going to make this roster so hard to do, right? Is this game between Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 3 and actually like, giving fucking explanation to Street Fighter 3's plot? Or is it going back to the alpha games in a fucking time loop thing? Because that's what Rosa's story is saying. Rosa literally said at the very end, back to Zero, which Zero is the name of the alpha games in Japan. So, yeah, it's very obviously, like especially the way there's, like, the big freeze for, like, we have to go back, back to Zero. Like, it's very obviously setting up Street Fighter 6, but I don't want another prequel. I want a game that just straight up says, yeah, this is what happens in, like, Street Fighter 3. Like, this is how Street Fighter 3 got in this state. Because, like, Street Fighter 3 is so undeveloped in terms of backstory. You guys don't even have any idea. It's, like, we know, like, I think, who is it? Yeah, Remy, if you look at, like, his, like, lore page or whatever, it's, like, this big. It's barely even a paragraph. Because Street Fighter 3 got, like, no supplementary material. Because TLDR, Street Fighter 3 did fucking dog shit on release until, like, the Daigo parry. And then people realized, oh, this game is hype as fuck. So, that's why Street Fighter 3 is no lore, and I really want this game to do that. So, that's why most of my predictions are going to be more Street Fighter 3 related than Alpha related. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but for like... So, we have them 4. Then we're going to have Alex. I feel like Alex is a character who kind of needs to be here. It's going to be the Street Fighter 3 thing, because Alex is, like, the most notorious example of a failed protagonist in, like, all of fighting games. because it literally was like, yeah, he fucking sucked. I was like immediately like replaced by Ken and Ryu. But like the reason Alex sucked, he had nothing about him. Like in like Street Fighter 5, like he actually has quite a bit of personality, and I kind of like how he isn't a traditional protagonist. Like most protagonists, like yeah, they're like stronger, but they have a heart of gold. Alex is kind of a jerk, and I'm just putting it lightly. This dude's kind of an arsehole, and he just likes fighting, and I really like that. So I feel like having him be the protagonist, or at least some kind of like important character, could be really fun. And this is what I will out of their predictions, okay? I want Remy back. Yeah, the blue-haired fucking twink. I want him back. The main reason for that, right? He is a character who was so screwed over by being in Street Fighter 3, it's unreal. If he was in Street Fighter 3, he'd be a top-tier character. Because he can, like, zone. He's more rushdown. Yeah, he has a Zola toolkit. It's really fucking weird, and he's really fun. And I feel like if he was in another game, he's my main in Street Fighter 3, honestly. I was on crack when I made that original Street Fighter 3 tier list. He is actually like top tier, unironically. That's a nice blackcurrant juice here. Hits the spot. And the reason why I think Remy would be interesting is because in like Street Fighter 3 First Strike, there's like these little rival things that happen right before the guild fight at the end of the arcade mode. And for some reason, Alex and Remy are rivals, which is really weird to me. Do something with that. Because an idea I've had, because like Alex is someone who's very hot-headed, likes violence, kind of a douche. And then we have... I'm not sure, I really hope that didn't pick up my throat, just made a really fucking weird noise. But yeah, we have Alex, who's kind of this like hot-headed jerk. And we have, like, Remy, who's this sad, reclusive, My Chemical Romance, car seat, headrest, Radiohead. I've just read my music taste. But yeah, this is this sad, reclusive guy who doesn't like violence. Do something with that. Like, that there's a natural, like, disposition there between those two. And if we're going to give Street Fighter 3, like, more content, it makes sense, you know, have these two kind of be like ideological rivals compared to like the more like I'm stronger like Ryu and Ken. Have these two be more ideological based, a little bit more like content there. I don't know. I think that should be a little bit more interesting because I feel like they are going to try and have like more story content in this game. And Street Fighter 5 had a story mode. I'm not saying that it's good, but it had one. And it also has the character stories, which I actually don't hate the character stories. Street Fighter 5 definitely is one of the better jobs of having a fighting game story. But it's still a fighting game story. They're never really that good. So yeah, I feel like this game is likely going to do more of that. I really like the character story feature. It's a thing I really like. Though I think they should just combine it with arcade. There's not really a reason not to. Or, who knows, maybe. But yeah. Having Remy and like Alex be these like ideologically I'm getting my words okay, ideological. It's words on the tip of my tongue. It's like I dispose. That's sort of whatever. Like they're against each other ideologically rather than just physically as well. Like Ryu and Ken, and I feel that would be interesting. So yeah, that's my case for Remy. Put him in there, guys. I want my twink back. And after that, yeah, we're kind of just gonna go fucking, I don't know, so yeah, we have Remy, and okay, I want more Third Strike characters, and you know who deserves to be back more than anyone? That's right, motherfucking Sean! Yeah, basically, I want Sean back because funny. I'm not sure if I want him to be, like, really good, like his New Generation Second Impact version, where he's undoubtedly, like, the best character, or I want him to be dog shit, like, in Third Strike, because both of them would be perfect. Because, like, Sean's a weird character who feels like he should have been more popular than he was. He's in this weird nebula of popularity, where it's like, everything should be pointing towards him being goated, but they made him so shit, no one plays him. So honestly, just like making it like his toolkit and just making it good would be like perfect. Especially considering that in like the last update they made it so like, yeah, juggling exists now. Thank God, because that's something, as much as I love Street Fighter, yeah, I hate how like combos just don't exist a lot of the time. It's really annoying. But yeah, I feel like giving Sean like this kind of like a new like just give him his old moveset to make it good this time, and combine it with like the new like more like refined combo system. He'd be so fun. Also, for the love of God, give him the old Shoryuken back, because you know how like Sean like the two-handed Shoryuken in like Third Strike, that's pretty cool. Yeah, comparing it to his like second impact in New Gen Shoryuken is so fucking lame, because like in those games he does the two-handed thing and dunks down on you, and it's the coolest thing, and it fits because he loves basketball. So his Shoryuken essentially just dunking you is so in character, and it's fucking cool as shit. Please, Capcom, make him awful. I don't care. Just bring back the dunk Shoryuken. It was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in a fight. It's one of my favorite moves in any fighting game, unironically. So yeah, Sean back, and here's kind of a bit of an elephant in the room, I guess, when it comes to discussing Street Fighter 6, I mean. Who the fuck is this man? So, if you don't know, G was a guy who appeared in Street Fighter 5, right? He's... I'm trying to find the... He's fucking insane. Yeah, that works. Look at him. He's dressed in a Victorian outfit with a big top hat. He has gold all around him, and like he's the president of the world, whatever the fuck that means. Which is already weird enough. Also, this guy has like every move in common with Q. Yeah, Q, the fucking mask-wearing trench coat dude from Third Strike. What? Yeah, this dude's kind of odd, to say the least, and we have to see him in this game. Let's be real. Like, they wouldn't like set up this insane character without having him in Street Fighter 6. And an idea I've had, this is fucking insane, but I don't care. Give G an install. So make him have like a fairly similar like not have it be the opposite. Have it be like Q normally, right? So it's like Q like the trench coat and the mask and all that, and he's like fairly alright. Once he gets full Misa, he just rips off the mask, like, and like his like fucking like his like fedora grows or something. I don't know. Maybe he just always have that. I don't know. But like he like his trench coat comes unzipped and all that, and he just goes G full gold mode and beats the fucking shit out of them with his like gold magic. That would be so hype. I don't know how Street Fighter hasn't had an install character yet. To be fair, part of that has probably been spoiled by Guilty Gear, where, like, especially in Accent Core, where, like, every other character has a fucking install. But, yeah, honestly, we need a fucking install character in Street Fighter. I feel that'd be really interesting, and giving it to Q/G would be amazing. I don't know. At the end of the day, Capcom's likely going to do some weird... It's actually going to be underwhelming, let's be real. It's going to be like, oh, Q was like, yeah, G's friend, and he's carrying on his memory after... Wait, no, that's actually kind of cool, actually. They could do something with that. Fuck, I wrote myself a good thing. But yeah, we have 8 characters. I actually can't fucking count. We have 8 characters so far. And we need Dudley back. Dudley was so fucking cool. He's not a character I play, but even I can admit, like, he's just cool. He's he's so cool. Like, the fact that he has, like, his taunt is a setup into, like, his best combos is insane, and I love it. Also, the gutter trash line might be, like, my favourite line in any video game, especially, like, a retro, like, fighter, where he knocks around and just, gutter trash, or throwing, like, a rose your way, and it's like, this dude is so fucking cool. Yeah, Dudley needs to come back. He is awesome. Now, to end out the Street Fighter 3 characters, honestly, I really feel like, that's tough, actually. I've got like 3 ideas circling in my mind. Elena, Makoto, and Ibuki. I don't want to have all of them, because I don't want this to just be Third Strike characters. You know what? Let's go with Elena, because I like Elena. She's a projectile character without projectiles. She is the projectile. That's basically Elena's entire thing. She's just ridiculously fast, and all of her moves have some kind of like movement involved. And she's really fucking fun. She and Remy are my mains in Street Fighter 3, so there's probably a bit of bias there, but it really is. She's just a unique, fun character who you wouldn't really find in any other fighting game. Well, you could, but you know what I mean. In terms of Street Fighter, you wouldn't really find any other characters like that. You don't see like Birdie or whatever like launching himself around the map at Mach fucking 10. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, that's why I want Elena back. So yeah, that is 10 characters, I believe. And then we're gonna go on to the other characters. Sakura. Let's be real. We want Sakura back. It's really just that simple. Sakura's kind of just like. It's weird how popular she is. I don't know why. I think it's just that she's likable. But yeah, that's where Sakura's just a character I think a lot of people really like. She probably will be DLC. She'll be like one of the first DLC characters, like an entice thing. But yeah, bring Sakura back. Next to Rose and Minat. They kind of have to be here. Let's be real. Regardless of if they actually do go back to Alpha or what, like, these two need to be here. It's very plot important that they're here. And this game kind of has a bit of a passing the torch message, I'm guessing, since, you know, again, like, these characters are getting old at this point. In canon, Ryu's, like, 40. He can't be doing fucking Shoryukens at that age. His back's gonna sound like the drum solo in like... His back's gonna sound like the drum solo in Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight. But yeah, because there's like Ryu, Luke, and there's like Sean and Ken. That was something they were setting up Street Fighter 5 as well. And yeah, having Rose and Minat there would work really well. Also, Minat is like a borderline King of Fighters or like Guilty Gear character with like the orb setups and shit. She's a melty character. She's a melty blood. Yeah, she's like, yeah, like, Alco and Roa, they both have, like, orbs. So Minat's just a fucking multi-blood character now. But, yeah, I'm repping the Capcom today. Hey, I didn't even mean that. This is the Umbrella Corp shirt. Yeah, I just put this on because I like this shirt. I didn't realize this was fucking, yeah, I'll rep the brand, whatever it takes. But, yeah, so, yeah, Rose and Minat kind of have to be there. This is definitely one of my more personal things, but I really want Karine back. I like Karine. What can I say? I don't have the drawing up now. I haven't put it up yet, but my girlfriend put up a nice little drawing of that drew like Karine for me. She has a lot of them. You can see there. That's her, everybody. Fuck was that? Why did I yeah. So yeah, I just want Karine back because also like the Wreckers, there's a surprising lack of Wrecker characters in Street Fighter. So yeah, having Karine would just be really fun. I know I'm having so many women characters. I like Street Fighter women. It's that simple. I like the women characters. Let's see who else. Okay, another character I've been like pretty much being like I really like want them to be in. And this is gonna be, I want, like, Charlie or Nash back, whatever the fuck, for the sole reason of, I want them to figure out what the fuck they're doing with him. It's really that simple. It's like, yeah, they, like, the series is already, like, really weird and, like, you should be dead. Like, half of the game's cast should be dead at this point. But Nash is a fucking Frankenstein in Street Fighter 5. What the fuck happened? Why is he... What happened? I know, I'm sorry, but why the fuck is he like Frankenstein? It's so weird. Also, a very popular fan theory is that, like, Remy is Charlie's son, because Charlie was, like, overseas in France or whatever, and that's where, like, Remy comes, because Remy's French. But, yeah. So, like, Charlie, again, like, cause Remy hates his father because he was, like, too, like, consumed by fighting or whatever. So, like, Charlie, since, you know, he gets, like, gunned down by, like, a fucking military helicopter. Yeah, that's actually something that would be, like, really, like, fitting in character. See, I'm actually, like, I'm thinking fourth dimensional here, baby. So, yeah, we have them. Also, like, Dalsim, Zangief, those two kind of have to be here. They're kind of Street Fighter mainstays. You know who else I really want back? I really want back Necro. This dude is odd, to say the least, and I love him for that. Like, this dude is a one of a kind, to say the least. Like, he's like, to be fair, the only real problem is lore. How the fuck does this dude work here? And this is like a retelling of Street Fighter 3 or whatever. In that case, then, sure, that can work. But yeah, overall, Necro is a character who I feel like would be kind of cool to have back. But again, it's from where he's very closely tied to Street Fighter 3's lore and story. So him being there is kind of a bit fucky, but oh well. Let's see. So we're here, I believe. We have 3 characters left. Poison from Street Fighter. I don't think do I really need to explain why I want Poison back? I'm not thinking with this time. I'm thinking with this, if you get one. Yeah, but for real, I actually really like Poison's gameplay. Her, like, whip thing is really fun. I like characters with weapons. And I don't know why. I every time I like try to describe why I like things I like in fighting games, the more I realize, oh, I'm just describing Guilty Gear. But see, like, Poison's just a really fun character. I like her whip gameplay, and I mean, again, that design. I will never make that noise again. I'm so sorry. So yeah, 2 characters left, and I feel like these are likely going to be, like, new characters, let's be real. Like, this is, like, a complete wish list of new characters, but, like, I mean, there's, like, 20 characters, and there's, like, going to be, like, 5 new ones. One of them is Skoog McDougal. He's the radical Scottish man with a big top hat, and it's, like, super as him, like, throwing it at the opponent, like, odd job. I don't know. Another character I really want back is Guy. Guy was kind of like Elena. He was the only other character who was just, like, ridiculously fast Mark 5 fucking ninjutsu shit, and I really like him for that. We kind of got him in, like, Street Fighter 5. We got Zeku, who, what the fuck is Zeku? He's such an anime character, if that makes sense. He's a very anime-style character. Like, you could do, like, the cool guy de-ages himself. Cliff does it really cool in Guilty Gear, but Cliff has a reason for it. He's essentially using so much ki. His body's, like, immediately restoring itself back to its prime, which is so dumb yet so cool. Zeku just kind of goes young again. It's really weird. But yeah, Guy is a character who, at least I think, would be really fun to have back, because he's a very fast guy, and I really like that. Another character I really want back. This is the last character, by the way. Ooh. A character I really want back it's M. Bison. And I want that, as cruel as this sounds, so he can fucking die. Again, as I said earlier, he should have been dead back in Alpha 3. He's just kept coming back. Could, like, G or something just punch him for, like, the chest? Please? Like, I don't care what happens. I just want M. Bison to be dead. So, yeah, that's my prediction. Tier list, wish list, whatever. I don't fucking care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci.